On to some potential predictions for both this part and just in general for where I think... Oh, we're going into a dungeon. This is what I was talking about last canto. Of if they want to mix it up, hell, put the dungeon in the middle. Put it as part 2. This is perfect. I love it. I'm so happy. This might not be the full section of part 2 even, but I'm okay with it, whether it is or not. I applaud it, because I do think dungeons are important to include, but maybe they don't need to be in bit. I'm so happy. I didn't know that was gonna happen, and I'm so happy it did. But separate thoughts on terms of where I think this canto could go. One, I'm sus about Chai, the fiance character. She creeped me out in the last chapter, so, and her brother isn't much better. He's also kind of creepy and brought a bunch of undead jar things to attack people, so I wouldn't be shocked if either of them were behind the drunkard showing up. But I could also see it being some lesser, one of the... It's bottom rung. Because the only thing that seems to be in consideration is no one outside of the people who saw GMU, Honglu's father, and I can't remember the other person who got sliced. Outside of them, the only one who I think would know would be Jia Huan, who's part of Herman's group. I'm assuming they all know that, hey, they have revival tech with Dante. So, assumingly, they wouldn't have bothered. Slash, they have a bunch of other sus stuff going on, so I am assuming not. And then the only other thing that seems to be prevalent for Key, who's part of the Kong family, which is supposedly this second area is relation to a tragedy that occurred for them. I would be very interested in Key becoming potentially still an antagonist, but potentially a reluctant ally, like someone that Honglu said and basically says you should take the mantle. I'm not going to do it. Let's see where this gets me. I'm aware we're gonna be underleveled to shit right now. You put a dungeon in the middle, which is probably the only other reason why there shouldn't be a dungeon. Oh, the garden sorrow bearer, lamenter at the flower funeral. Flower rake in hand, teardrops in eyes. You carve blood-stained tears upon branches floral. I heard yesternight from the garden a song of grief. An elegy for a flower and a bird departing. Availed not to hold the parting spring. Surrendering I become, heeding the endless woes sans relief. Oh no!
이제 알겠느냐? 너는 할 수 있는 게 무엇도 없단다.
Do you understand now, child? There is nothing you can do.
그러니
Thus... Oh, that was the flashback that broke him. As a child. Oh, God. In the silent, white, windless sands stood only the desolate ruins of a building swept through and thoroughly destroyed by a brutal, unstoppable force that was determined to leave nothing in its wake. Remember the day ruin came to the Kong family, who have brought this destruction upon themselves through their grave transgressions. To violate laws of the Hong Yuan is no tragedy. As such, it warrants no pity, only humiliation and scorn. The site of this history stands as a monument to the inevitability of karma. So this is the annihilated Kong family's building? Ishmael asked Hong Lu, having read the plaque on the building. Yes, it is. And it's no longer in use. So everyone inside this building must have been... What kind of transgression could they possibly have committed to deserve to be destroyed like this? If there was something to lay waste to a building of such magnitude, with such totality, it cannot have been a mere strife between syndicates or fixers. Something must have happened here. Nothing less of a war to leave these ruins behind. You're right, it was unusual even for the city. And that's because the head was here. Hong Lu replies like it was the most obvious answer to a complicated question. The head? So the Kong family broke a taboo, and the sweepers came to clean up anything that was left behind, to erase any signs of whatever it was that violated the taboo. The head must really be a terrifying entity, if a mere mention of it could cause the sinners to shrink so much, as if we're ambling aimlessly with this revelation. Welcome to round 2 of the evaluation, brave contestants. The disembodied but sonorous and excited voice broke the silence through the speakers. And there were numerous complaints regarding the possible partiality issues with our previous host. Please understand that I'll be taking over as host with the start of the second round. Looks like this Jia Zhang got kicked from the host seat. Wait, hold on a minute. Up there, they... Oh, don't tell me we've got a live audience. What initially appeared to be a dilapidated rooftop was revealed to be where the spectator seats were installed. They were filled to the brim to the point that I couldn't even spot a single empty seat. It would be reasonable to assume that they are indeed spectators, considering the way the seats are arranged. There were some unfortunate troubles in the first round, yes, but hey, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to watch the family hierarchy evaluation, live and in person. Is it worth it or what? We want to give as many people as possible the opportunity to witness this history in the making. Alrighty then, before we get the game rolling, please give the contestants a round of applause and cheer. Let them meet this challenge as their best selves. Okay, the audience is cheering, that's okay. Holy mackerel, what a shit show. They're sitting on their asses, popping popcorn into their mouths, while we're stuck shitting bricks down here. I'm sure they've been placing bets all night, though I doubt many of them bet on us. They'll regret that. By the way, we're still indoors, right? Didn't we descend into the basement? Even if we did ride a lift upward, how come there's a blue sky above us? Hanlu explained that we're still within the subterranean area of Hong Yuan, but most of the sinners were having a hard time believing that with the pale blue sky above them. You can see the grid. There is a grid outline. This is just made to look like outside. Though this is a practice limited to the affluent class of Hongyuan, many have taken to installing artificial environments within their rooms. In fact, there are several buildings within Dongguanyon decorated in much the same manner. The road taken to visit the elders is similarly decorated, always so sunny and green. And it feels like the outside. It feels more like the outside than the actual outside. So what's that? I realized that what Rojo was looking at was a parasol. It was installed in such a random place that I doubted it was actually there for anyone to sit under. Oh, that's a parasol. I know what a parasol is, alright? I'm asking what that old thing is doing there all on its own. Honglu tilted his head, thinking. A big shot who brought the claws watched the whole thing from that seat. The four horses left the parasol there because they wanted it to be a lasting reminder, a warning for the remaining houses too. Reminder? Reminder for what? That we mustn't seek what is not permitted to us. That we should know our place, live the life we deserve, and part from this world the way we deserve, said the elders. Shall we enter now? While we all gaped about like a fish out of water in this unfamiliar environment, Honglu casually walked ahead of us into the building like he was out on a mundane stroll. I know you said you heard it all from the family elders, but you saw everything that happened here, didn't you? All of it. Honglu paused and turned around. Yes, I probably did. I'm starting to have less and less idea as to what his smile really means. Our goal is to reach the last section of the bottom floor and retrieve the golden ball. The dungeon consists of multiple floors, each rifled with events. I'm wondering if some of this, like, tutorial stuff is even accurate. Oh, cool! Honglu's full level. Ooh! Coins? What does that mean? Which means that the results of the second round of family hierarchical evaluation will become the final results of the event. In other words, the contestant who comes in first in this round will become our next honored and venerable hierarch. I'm confused. We're not winning the tournament, are we? As I speak, I have just been informed that the candidates have all arrived safely to their starting positions. Now, are you ready to get round 2 rolling? Hi! Don Quixote's ready. Don Quixote was the only one who gave an enthusiastic reply. Now what must be done? Whack the first bastard we see? What else? This is supposed to be a simple battle after battle, isn't it? Oh my. Looks like we have some hot-headed contestants here, raring to go even before my introductions are completed. But I didn't think it would be helpful for you to hear the full set of rules and regulations before getting into the game? You heard her. Dear candidates, please inspect the area near your entrance points to locate a bundle of coins with a rope threaded through them. Oh, this must be what the voice speaketh of. Pray what might be the purpose for these round curiosities? Money? Hey, there's a familiar jingle jangle. Maybe it's some sort of local currency. Guys, the host just told us to let her finish, didn't she? And now those coins have just become the most important thing in the world. Want to know why, friends? That's because from this very moment, these coins represent how much life each of the contestants have left. Life tokens, if you will. Thou must make haste and take these tokens of life, young Honglu. Thy life dependeth on it. Blood drained from Takeyote's face as she hastily tried to return the bundle of coins to Hong Lu, but Heathcliff casually snatched it out of her hands. Let me see that last. These look like coins, but they aren't actual cash. So how are these life tokens again? But now you must be wondering something, so how are these life tokens again? And you would be absolutely right to ask that question. Allow me to now explain the rules of the second round of the family hierarchy evaluations. Each candidate must keep their coins securely by the rope threaded through them and attach the bundle to their waist. Hiding them, swallowing them, hanging only some of them on your waist and keeping the rest in your pocket, basically any behavior that does not allow them to be on full display at all times, is cause for disqualification. Disqualification. Oi! Take this room now. Quit fapping about and tie around your waist. Weren't you the one who snatched it away? Each of you have been given 3 coins at the start of the game. If you lose all of your coins, you will be immediately eliminated. Young Ishmael, thou must tie the desperate knot upon the bundle of coins. Never let this knot be undone. Yeah, working on it already. I don't think there's any need to hurry. In the second round, you have a total of 2 hours to collect as many coins as you can. Might want to get on with it, because candidates' rankings will be decided by the number of coins they each have. So that's how I'm supposed to hang it. Oh, be careful with that. Relax, short of a sword cutting through, it's staying put. I've seen to that. Trust Ishmael to tie a good ass knot. 3 coins now hung from Hong Lu's waist, threaded by a rope. And with that, let the second round of the hierarchy evaluations commence. The second round begins and the 2-hour time limit begins to count down. Hong Lu deals plus 0.5 damage for every coin. Artifact used in the second round of family hierarchy. Candidates without any remaining coins, either lost or taken by force, will be immediately eliminated. Oh, I'm also seeing branching path. Okay, this dungeon is already, like, stepping it up from some of the previous ones. It's one thing to keep our coins as safely as possible for many candidates, but we might come across, but it also means that our only means of gaining more coins is by taking them from other candidates. Good point. Unless we're informed of any new rule mid-game, we must also prioritize taking as many coins as we can from the other candidates. So it said that our ranks are decided by how many coins we have. The subject of the first round of the hierarchy evaluation has been an open secret for a long time. To find a clue toward freedom from aging and death. However, the only information that has been made public regarding the second round of the evaluation is that there will be a martial contest. Indeed, there may be secret rules or rules that the host has intentionally neglected to reveal to us. However, it is of high likelihood that in terms of informational advantage, all participants in this game are equally unequipped. This leads to a prediction that we should engage in our usual form of confused brawls. We should at least place somewhere in the middle of the pack. That might such a downer, fellas. We gotta make it to the top of 2 at least to get what we came here for. Well, at least we're not under attack yet. Sinclair gingerly scouts the surrounding area anxiously that another candidate might suddenly jump out of nowhere and snatch all of Hong Lu's coins away. No enemy movement detected yet. Otis muttered something similarly as she marched forward on high alert, standing protectively next to Hong Lu's bundle of coins. Not sure if it's a good thing, but at least the huge size of this building means we won't be running into other candidates left and right. peeping machines. They're everywhere. I'm seeing some people making threatening gestures at the cameras up here, but please be informed of this rule. You break a camera, you pay up with a coin of your own. Pretty sure she just made up that rule. We should be able to keep moving by following this hallway. Despite everything, Honglu still remains calm. Honglu, you've been here before, haven't you? I have, but I don't suppose any other candidates have. Oh, except Big Brother Kui, maybe. Besides, anyone who's ever set foot in here's already. Honglu stopped. At least we won't have to worry about getting lost, so that's nice. He was absolutely about to spill something before he decided to bite his tongue, right? So guys, I have this weird sinking feeling that I can't seem to shake. Dongwon, that place was huge, right? Like, stupidly huge, right? Like, think about it. We chatted a while on the Palanquin, and before we got anywhere near Honglu's room. Yeah, apparently they have a deer frolicking in the garden, a whole lake to themselves. Right, so why are they holding the family hierarchy evaluation at some creepy abandoned building like this when they've got more than enough space to spare there? Simple. Art deserves an exhibition of equal extravagance. Okay, but why? They dragged us all the way out here. It's almost like they're trying to show us something. Show us what? The pride and glory of Dongguanyan, and the cautionary tale of the house of the Kong family. Oh, you're new. So the prospective hierarch and the other candidates would be reminded of their downfall. We weren't asking you, intruder, here to ambush us. The sinners all immediately took a defensive stance at the sudden appearance of a different candidate. Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm not here to fight you guys. I saw you guys earlier back during the first round. I also saw that interesting healing method of yours. I'm guessing that's what you used to get past the first round of the Hierarch War. Okay, then it does make sense. Because I was wondering, because Pawn threw out the enemies ahead of time, so I kind of did wonder, wouldn't the judges have already seen them kind of do that? I know my Honglu didn't fall, but still. I guess you can kind of assume no one experienced like a true death in that effect. Or what they consider true death, like their head didn't get blown. Would be the assumption. So they wouldn't have seen it in advance of going behind the curtain. Do you know this guy, Honglu? No. I think he's from the Wang family. Though I haven't exchanged many words with him before. Wang Zhao. I'm not surprised you don't know who I am. Sound like I gave you much chance to get to know me. I was always the type to prefer sitting in my room and passing the time reading books. He's not here to fight, is he here to make an alliance? Listen here, fella, we're not here to make any friends, alright? We've had enough bad experience with it as it is. Yeah, totally. I get you guys. I'm not here to make an alliance either. I just thought maybe we could at least travel together, given that our goals don't seem to clash. I'm not actually here looking to become the next hierarch. My goal is, how should I put this? More like wanting to become a Bao in a game of Zhengpi. I have enough self-awareness to know that even a Jew is too much for me. Let me give you a demonstration. Catch. Marisol deftly snatched the coin out of the air with one hand. Dang, nice catch, Maru. This is that a real coin? One of those real life tokens or whatever? Like one of those life tokens or whatever? Feel free to bite into it if you don't believe me. Wait, bite into it? That method of material discernment is ineffective for coins not made from soft materials such as gold. Why would you just Are you sure this is a good strategy? Well, I'm sure our dear host has something to say about that. The host's voice buzzed from the speakers not long after Wang Jiao's reply. Ah, a candidate is willingly handed over his coin to another? Yes, of course, the candidates are permitted to trade coins and favors amongst each other without necessarily having to take them by force. You may use it to convince others to do your bidding, or use them to formulate various other strategies. Then the decision to use coin as representation of tokens is symbolically appropriate. The host doesn't immediately catch on to what's going on, huh? Took her a moment to react to what Ryoshi was doing in front of the camera, too. A highly discerning observation, Executive Manager. Appears that she chimes in to add commentary based on the actions of each candidate. It is to keep the audience informed on the actions of the candidates. I knew it. We don't have to take the coins by force, after all. Wang Zhao muttered with some satisfaction once the speakers fell silent again. So, would you like to have this back now? Don't worry about it. Consider it my token of appreciation for helping me figure out the game. Sure, thanks for the coin, I guess, but are you sure it's a good strategy to just give away your coin like that? Probably not if my goal was to come in first place, but like I said earlier, I'm more of a prey animal than a predator. Prey animals like myself have to remain highly aware of our surroundings and observe. Once you get good enough at that, you'll see which of the prospective candidates should hold the most coins. And that's my strategy. Oh, that's us, huh? Are you saying that we're the team that deserves to hold the highest number of coins? Hey, I'm starting to feel pretty optimistic. Gee, it's real refreshing to have someone recognize us like this, you know? He's trying to butter us up. This man is just another boring old wheedling schemer. Still, we're already at 4 coins, right? So, from the get-go, I'd say it's a good start, huh? You might actually end up coming in first place at this rate. So what do you say? Informational advantage can be pretty significant and variable this early in the game. I follow you, seek my chances, and feel out the game while you gain information. It's a win-win, right? We both get what we want, and we'll go our separate ways when the time is right. What should we do? I don't think he looks agile enough to stab us in the back and steal our coins. Sinclair asked, giving Wang Zhao a side-eye. I think he makes a decent case. It's not like he's offering us an alliance out of the blue, like you said. Think of it as a nice win-win strategy for both parties. The decision is yours, Executive Manager. Does not seem like he has any ulterior motives. Perhaps we could use our superior numbers to demand more coins from him in return for letting him accompany us. A net profit of 1 additional coin has already been secured. If alliance with this individual causes you concern, it would be a rational choice to simply cut ties while we are ahead. Senator's arguments all sounded pretty reasonable, so I tried to signal Hong Lu, the actual candidate of the family hierarchy, but any thoughts on this, Hong Lu? I think they all sound pretty nice. His reply is terse, cheery, and thoughtless. Seems to me that he's still unwilling to make a single choice. Let's accept his offer. Otis, please keep an eye out for any signals of betrayal. You may place the utmost faith in me to carry out the task, Executive Manager. Let's do this, Wang Zhao. Okay, Jia Baoyu, let's. So, are you still the favorite child of Zhang Guanyan? Jia Baoyu extends his greetings to you. Ah, welcome, little Baoyu. It's been a while, Baoyu. Answer them, Baoyu. You're a good boy, Okay. Still as pretty and lustrous as always. He truly is the unchanging, precious jade of Dongguanyan. You must be so happy to have him, venerable GMU. Ah, so he's that Jiabaoyu kid. Really? I thought he'd look more special, I guess. He's actually pretty unimpressive in person. Oh yeah, Mom told me about him. Shh, shush, child, you can't talk to him. You can't just talk. I think he just looked at me. So why do they all love him so much? Don't know. Maybe they painted his insides with gold or something. Must be nice to be loved and coddled by everyone the moment you're born. But why does he look so gloomy? That child would never suffer once to his dying days. Yeah, I envy him for it, but I don't know. I don't know why he's such a smileless child. Huh? Ain't these memories of Clockhead's eyes for Clockhead's eyes only? Why can we see it too? You saw that too? It appears that the gradual reconstruction of the golden ball is expanding Dante's ability to appear into the fathoms. Is it? I'm not so sure myself. That is enough for now, Dante. Perhaps these powers will become controllable in the future, to be used as one sees fit. I didn't think this would be how I'd be sharing my childhood with everyone. If Long Zhao had also made it into the Dungeon of the Fathoms alongside the rest of us, he must have seen Honglu's past as well. What are you guys all standing around for? Don't tell me your strategy is to sit here and wait for the whole thing to blow over, is it? But it seemed that the vision was for our eyes only. Unlike the Honglu we know, the younger version of him didn't have even a trace of that familiar smile. His eyes were fixed on the ground in silence, and that was all he did. It splits! This is an optional pass! That's what has me excited. Wait, slash blunt. Okay. Slash blunt, but wrath sloth. Ah, crap. Five. There.
대성공이야. 달은 신나. 노래 부를까?
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요. 단테. 적합한 조치였습니다. 타겟 포착 1시간.
Yeah, you're dead.
승객이 딱 콩 한 방 먹었어.
불쌍하게 울고주는
Preparation room. Dilapidated wall blocks our path. There's a dice on it with a label that pick your entry cards here, next to a dial of sorts. Looks like they won't let us through so easily. Is anyone particularly good with these devices? I can't seem to figure it out. Let me advantage. I mean, you're very high, so I'll take it even though you don't have the advantage, and you pass. Honglu fiddles with the dial for a moment, then with a loud noise of stones grinding against stone, the device activates. Authorization granted. Printing entry authorization card. This should open a new path for us, probably. Path opened up on the map. Oh, it's a different... I mean, that looks like proper path. I'm so confused. Like, this thick line seems like it would be... This seems like optional, potentially. Alright, so I want to hit this first. Though, actually... Okay. If I go there, I can't back... Probably because I would need to go there and then backtrack. But let's just take that out.
위에서 당신을 관리자로 정한 데에는 합당한 이유가 있겠지. 기대하고 있겠습니다, 단테.
총원 불격! 숨통 끊기.
전투 감각 하나만큼 수감자가 되어 훌륭하구나.
대성공이야. 다른 신의
도통을 수 없는
노래
말투만 고치면 딱 좋겠어. 4번 수감자.
I was about to say.
이 거리면 충분해. 너한테는 조금 멀겠지만.
그래, 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니
Winry?
보는 맛이 나는군. 일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이 덜
Okay,
답답한
no
거지.
offense, but a few more should probably go over here.
목을 콱 물어버리자고. 퉁퉁투성네.
자, 어느 쪽일지 잘
가죠.
생각해보라고.
죽어라.